All right, so today I just got my next set of magnets. Um, I just got my next set of magnets. Um, Sorry, they've been hitting my head quite a bit today. But I just got my next set of magnets, neodymium magnets, in the mail today, and I'm sitting here because I'm feeling a lot of attacks on this part of my brain, right? So I take the magnets. Usually, when I have a stack of magnets, I pinch it, right? Because I got provide tension, and I pinch it, and then next thing you know, the magnets actually get directed, like almost as if they start tracking an energy in a sense. So, um, like I'm saying, this is my graphene infused mattress protector, but at the same time, like I'm still gonna be hit from different angles. Even if the mattress protector is protecting my body from whatever radiation the metal coils in the mattress may have, um, I'm still gonna be getting hit from various angles. So, just looking at the the magnets themselves, when I move them around, they kind of almost because there's no outlet on this side, and then for the most part, there's nothing there's nothing else on the other side of this wall on the outside. You see in the video prior that there's nothing else on the outside of this wall, just supposed to be brick and then whatever, metal or steel. But anyway, um, you can see that it doesn't necessarily stick to anything, right? The magnet is flowing. It's flowing. It's flowing.
I'm going to the store. You want something?
No, I'm all right. And then right there, you see that? All of a sudden, I'm here. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. It's free flowing, and then it gets caught right there. That's the second spot. And then, you see that? And then I'm moving it around. There's nothing happening. Right? Nothing. And then it gets caught in that spot. Now, mind you, remember that spot. So that's about what? You see the mark on the wall. So let's say that's 1 inch over 2.5, 3 inches down. Now remember that spot. Now I'm gonna take my EMF reader. This is the electric radiation and this is the magnetic radiation. You see here, right? Okay. Now, strange enough, okay, we're just gonna be watching. Let me see where. Okay. So there are influxes. There's fluctuations of magnetic radiation coming from the wall. There literally should be no electrical wires on this side of the wall because there are no outlets on this side of the wall. Like this entire wall, there are no outlets on this side of the wall. Only one outlet on that side, one outlet on this side, and one outlet on that side. But there are no power outlets on this side of the wall. And then, just for argument's sake, Now, interesting enough, as I was holding the phone out there, there was like a magnetic field or pressure that was pushing the phone kind of uh like in the opposite direction that you're seeing. But for whatever reason, there is a very heavy magnetic presence, you know, all throughout this room, especially coming from this wall. And obviously, since my bed is against this wall, and so basically, you can see that even though there's nothing on the outside of this wall, there are no power cables. I believe there are no power cables running on this side of the on this side of the room because there's no outlet over here. And then there's only particular spots where the neodymium magnets were drawing to. And then, if you look at that unknown, carrier cell tower that says it's 99 meters away, but in actuality, I believe that's not 99 meters away, but it's within a, it's like basically within a space of 99 meters. 99 meters converted into yards, because that's how I better, how I understand better is yards. I think of a football field, so I'm like, 99 meters is basically 107 yards. So that means, and that remember, unknown carrier cell towers are not real cell towers. They're not physical cell towers. They're not physically there. It's it's something like you got to think Pokemon Go, right? Like um how basically how the way that how that app works. You go to an area and then somehow there's this data or the Pokemon that's in this area and it's just there. And you go there and it's like digital data, just basically it's augmented reality. So imagine, what if, I mean, not even what if, like this is what I'm starting to believe now, that, and look, as I'm saying this now they're sending frequencies to try to attack my felt. But like I said, you can't stop what God already has in store. Because so much is happening in the world, and because something like Havana syndrome had made the mainstream media, at some point all of this is going to bubble up. Like there's already a leak in the pot, so the water and the juice and the water and everything is coming out from the bottom of the pot, and then the pot is also boiling over. So it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter what they do to me, what they do to you. It's all going to come out anyway. So and then the V2K and the handlers, they're all like, he lost mad respect from everybody. He whatchamacallit, he's all alone out there. Everybody is turning. Well, not everybody, but the majority of people, they still gonna smile in your face. Always remember, they still gonna smile in your face. Why? Because they have to make themselves. They have to try harder than you to make themselves seem like good people. Good people don't have to try hard to be good people. We just naturally are good people. They actually have to try. But seeing you, this is why I tell TIs to basically stop like staying home and everything like that. Go outside, do something that makes you happy. Why? Because the more happy you are outside of your home and they see you being happy, it takes them out of their character role. Because deep down, and it's not even deep down at the side inside, it's at the surface. Remember, they're all wearing a mask. It's at the surface how much animosity they have towards you. Now they hit me in my left knee. It's at the surface. All they gotta do is see you living your best life possible, even while going through all of this. They see you living your best life possible, and I bet you, they will forget that they were supposed to stay covert and they will do something that will basically blow their whole cover. Why? Because when you operate on low vibrational frequencies, you have no choice but to act in that same realm. You can't fake peace. You can't fake love. You can't fake, enlightenment. You can't fake joy. You can't fake that stuff. You can't imitate it. You literally have to actually change your life and live according to those frequency ranges. You know. But anyway, so yeah, I'm just sitting here trying to watch a movie, and I get, like I told you, I get V2K 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and I just keep wondering. I'm like, see the four main handlers that had hacked my nervous system. I'm wondering, because they always talk about how how the street this, the street that, the street this, the street that. But then they also talk about how we got a setup coming for you, or how they're going to like have the police lock me up, stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, so y'all working with dirty cops too. But then I also learned that they basically, like they were trying to do with me. They tried to see if they can intimidate me into joining the NYPD. But I was like, first of all, who are you? And I would never join something that I did not want to join in the first place, especially something as, you know, dangerous and but yet respectable of a profession as law enforcement. So if I don't want to do something wholeheartedly, I'm not going to do it for money, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it just because someone is trying to intimidate me to do it. So you know, I wish I could hear what they're saying. I think one of these days I'm gonna buy like a very sensitive microphone, and I'm gonna just like amp up the like I'm gonna just turn up the volume of the mic, so then hopefully the mic can pick up the frequencies, and then you can hear them. Um, because I've been able to record the V2K. I literally recorded the V2K. First time I recorded the V2K was basically I took um this infrasound recording app, right, on my phone, and as I was recording, I placed the infrasound recorder near my auditory cortex. The Yeah, place it near the auditory cortex, the microphone, the receiver on the phone, and I just recorded from there. And once I finished recording, I basically just took that file, went through an audio editing app, increased the volume of the file maybe a few times, like I increased the volume all the way up, save it, increase the volume up again, and then like at one point, like as it gets louder, you want to fix the distorted noise and everything. So, I tweaked it a little bit. Then next thing you know, I was able to hear their voices in the file. And then I believe I uploaded a few examples, in some of my earlier videos, probably like in the 120s or 130s of the vlog. But anyway, um, yeah, and I'll just be thinking sometimes. I'm like, they talk about how they're a secret society. Oh, they're the streets. Oh, they got a police report. So I'm like, they doing a whole lot. They doing a whole lot. And then on top of that, that they have professional jobs. So like they definitely have, probably intimidated someone in the managerial role to basically hire them or whatever. You know, and there are a few hospitals here in New York City that are very, very, technologically advanced. NYU being one of them, especially since I went to an NYU hospital, and like the first month, all this stuff was happening to me because I didn't know about technology, and I didn't know about spiritual warfare to this degree. Not the first month of my targeting. I didn't know anything about all that. So I went to NYU, and I definitely found out that there were perks in there too. You know, um, yeah, between NYU and Brookdale. So, but yeah, I just wanted to show the, cause I think someone was right. I think it was ETI named John Walker. I haven't heard from him in a long time. We spoke on the phone. He lives in Florida, and I know he was having some problems with something because it was like he was traveling, and um, he had a licensed firearm that he was traveling on the plane with. And for whatever reason, they took his gun, or they claimed it was like missing or something like that. And I know he was talking about it for a while, and then all of a sudden, I remember I spoke to him on the phone at one point, and then like I think like a few days, or like a week or two later, he called me. It was like, no, I spoke to him on the phone in like, I think it was like April, something like that. And then he called me, I think it was like June, was it June or maybe May? I don't remember, but he had called me, but I missed his phone call. All of a sudden, I haven't seen not one video post of his. I haven't seen not one Facebook post of his. So now I'm just like hoping for the best for him, man, because he tells his story on YouTube. Deepfake Video Rob, volumes 1, 2, and 3. The reasons why there's volumes because each one of those accounts had got hacked. So, and he talks about how he was once recruited to become a gang stalker. But then when he saw all the stuff that they were doing, and the messed up things that they do to people's lives, and whether they're a man or woman or a child or a dog or a cat, they do some real sick, sadistic, twisted stuff. Some real sick stuff. So and it's all for money most of the time. It's all for money and inclusion, access to resources. I mean, hey, in the Bible, Book of Revelations, the beast technology is going to force people to worship the beast. And, for all we know, the beast is probably artificial intelligence when you think about it. But anyway, yeah, just wanted to show that, and just let y'all know I'm here. I'm trying my best to hang in there, but I got all this electromagnetic radiation. Then there's this heavy, magnetic pressure on the very top, like the crown of my head, and it's like I say, it's no bigger than this circle here, and it goes right through the skull and it basically has like a hold or a grip on the pineal gland. So yeah, that's it for now. I'll keep you all posted on anything else. Remember to take life one breath, one thought, one step, one day at a time. Peace.